Welcome everybody to Devs Talk. I'm here today with Roee Amer with Kingblades Games talking about his new game, Do Not Buy This Game, coming out autumn this year. A demo is available right now for the Steam Game Festival until June 22nd. Roee, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing perfect. Now, I know you're busy. You've got a lot of things coming out. I know you got an AMA coming very soon, so I'm going to get through this. So with the demo, I noticed that the game developer for the demo's not really wanting to create this game. As funny as it is this a reflection on you? Are you wanting to create this game?
Yeah, I do want to create this game because, as you can imagine, creating a game takes a lot of work, and I wouldn't create this demo if I didn't want to make this game, right?
Oh, yeah.
But what I can tell you is that creating games is hard,
Oh, yeah.
and sometimes you get into the headspace of I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that part. I don't want to do this part. And I'm trying to kind of explore that angle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? I actually completely understand that. I tried to go into game development myself, and yeah, that was a headache and a half for me that I kind of dropped out of that one. And so I definitely tip my hat to you guys who were able to do it.
Thank you.
So now, looking at the Steam page, Kingsblade seems to be the first game for you guys. Now, is this a single-man development team, or are you a group?
Okay, so I'm a solo developer, right?
Okay.
I developed this game almost entirely alone, but that doesn't mean that I develop it completely alone, right? Because, as you can hear, I'm not the one doing the narration for the game.
Yeah.
I hire a freelancer for it, and that goes for music as well. And I have a lot of friends that are coming in to pitch and help out in polishing the ideas and the storylines. And that's kind of like, I don't believe in complete solo development, right?
Yeah.
But I'm the only one working on it full time, and I'm the one taking the risk. So that's the truth for that.
Okay, so it's more of you are taking the brunt of the work, but it's a little bit of a collaborated effort and a passion project for your friends around you.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. So since you are a solo developer, how long have you been in the game industry? Is this your first one, or have you been dabbling in the arts for some time?
I've been making games ever since I was in the first grade.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of way back, but it wasn't anything professional or something. But when I got homework in math class, I decided to make a board game for the class that teaches people how to do basic maths. And then in the fourth grade, I went and learned how to program in Visual Basic and created a small game using that. And I've been dabbling in this industry since then,
It sounds like if you were in fourth grade doing that, you seem to be a little bit of a prodigy of it.
It's not about being a prodigy. It's about taking the time and doing it.
Yeah.
I didn't do that well on the fourth grade, right?
Oh, okay.
Nobody does that well when they first learn. I barely knew English back then. I basically just kind of used what I've been taught to make the thing work.
Yeah.
And
so essentially what you're saying,
so
essentially what you're saying is with trial and error, they say it takes 10,000 hours to become a professional at something. You just started doing that 10,000 hours really early in life.
Yeah. And I've been working on games ever since, but I've not yet to release a commercial game. This is my first kind of commercial release, even though it's free for now.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
But yeah, that's the experience that I've been going through up until today, kind of.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing. For you, definitely creating a game and it's being your first released one, just the demo alone, I've been fairly impressed. So it's amazing to see what you've done and how much you've progressed, and you decided now to finally do it. So I'm really glad that you're creating this game. But the question I have for it, though, is why is there such a limited window on this demo?
The limited window is not something that I personally decided. That's the format for the festival itself. And basically, you just release it as part of the festival. It's kind of to replace the showcasing on game events around the world, right? That's why Steam created this amazing opportunity for everyone.
Okay.
and that's the format, so that's what I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know if maybe
Yeah.
you were trying to set up anticipation and drive for your game for a limited amount of time, or if it was with the Steam Festival going on. I wasn't quite sure. So that's good to know.
Yeah, that's okay.
So onto the demo real quick. So I can tell that the good portion of the game demo has been inspired from the Stanley Parable. Now, is there any other inspirations like going into the main game, like mechanics, references, or just the overall feel of the game?
The feel and mechanics are kind of inspired by both the Stanley Parable and the Beginner's Guide, the game made by Davey, one of the guys developing the Stanley Parable.
Yeah.
And basically, those are the main inspirations for the game, coming from gameplay side of things. These are kind of the closest games that I could find relating to this game.
Okay.
And I kind of think that there needs to be more games exploring this genre, right?
Oh,
Because 2 games in the genre is not enough.
Yeah. Well, and actually that brings on to the next question, since it is really inspired from the Stanley Parable and the Beginner's Guide. Is this game going to have multiple endings, or is it going to be more of a linear story?
So the game does have multiple endings, but that's not the main focus of it, right? Because the focus is about the experience that you go through, and that's mostly linear, but you do have choices that you make along the way. You do have things that you do along the way that shape your experience, and you will get a different ending to conclude your experience in a way that seems fitting.
Okay. Yeah, that works great then. Yeah, I was always wondering about that because, again, with the Stanley Parable and, the Beginner's Guide, it was always those change of rhythms that would make every playthrough kind of unique. So it's good to see another game that's coming out like that. So
Yeah.
so I know the game's got a while till its release, but to be honest, I'm kind of wondering, how many hours of gameplay are you wanting the full game to be?
I'm shooting for around 2 hours of gameplay, but
Okay.
that's kind of like, if it takes longer, then it will take longer. If it will be shorter, then it will be shorter. But what I want to deliver is the best experience that I can in this time.
Okay. Yeah. And of course, you shoot for that 2 hour timeline, but I can tell from the demo that, you could actually make that 10 or 15 minute demo last a little bit longer if you stayed in some scenarios and waited for all the voice acting to end and then move on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I guess I'll get to this last question. I know you're really busy, man, but the trailer shows the developer forgot to make a trailer, which is, again, part of the running gag of the game. The demo kind of hints the developer hasn't even started making this game. And as a funny thing, I've always got to ask you this one. Have you even started making this game yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
The game is
just making sure.
No, the game is in development for a while now, almost 6 months now, and basically it will continue development until it's done. But the entire thing is kind of laid out, and parts of it are already created, and it takes time to create something, so it's not ready yet.
Yes, of course. You know what? Take as long as you need to, because it always takes time to make something perfect. And I don't know about everybody else, but I will tell you one thing. I am super excited for this game to actually come out in autumn. Do you have any, I'm going to add one more question. Do you have any specific date that you think of releasing yet? Or is that still a mystery to you?
That's still not decided.
It's still not decided. Okay, well, you know what? That's all the
Yeah.
questions I have. I'm going to let you go. Congratulations on releasing this demo. Congratulations on a lot of people being excited for your game. And Roy, good luck with today, with all the hectic stuff you got to, and you have a good day, man.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, that was Roee Amer with Kingblades Games with his new game, Do Not Buy This Game. If you guys are interested in the game, I'm going to leave a link down below. You can check out the demo that's coming out up until June 22nd. And if you guys like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.